Hey, by the way, back at this project now. Now, in the last video, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that thing once I finish all my roads. Just park it somewhere, I guess. Never use again. This is just so bad. Hate it. That's a lot better. But anyway, guys. So while I was enjoying myself over there on that grapper, I thought, hey, why not put that rock here? The one that I dragged out last year from the forest and engraved the farm name plus the year on the thing. But you know, I think this is a great idea. That is a really nice looking rock. And you guys know me, I'm a huge rock nut job. So the more I see it, the harder it grows. So this little triangle will be grass only, and that rock will be here. But anyway, guys, I finally made up my mind what I'm gonna do. So I figured it's probably a good idea to build the boulder walls before I'm haul in any fill material. Now I'm planning to build 2 walls, so I'm gonna extend that wall out and make a turn and go uphill, probably stop with the tree, maybe before that. Currently I'm not really sure. Most likely I need to dig out a bit more further. Not a lot though, just gonna clean this area up overall. So the second wall I wanna build here. But I'm not really sure, maybe it's like gonna be halfway or mostly inside the ground. So that's a bit confusing right now, because I don't really have a vision for this wall as of yet. I wanna start the wall there where the roof ends. And I'm thinking like maybe do a turn or just go flat. Probably dig out a bit here, but I'm not really sure how high I want the wall to be. This area is a bit confusing. I'm not 100% on board yet. Still trying to figure out the game plan for this thing, but I definitely do want to build some type of a wall here. Now it would be great if I would have a pile of rock somewhere. I don't, sadly, but you know, I do have a lot of these stray rocks everywhere. I figured maybe I could just collect them up. They're kind of all over the place. Now, I haven't built my screener yet, guys. Trying to do that. Don't have time. I think I'm gonna build my screener once I finish all the rock projects. You know, I could just pick what I could pick. Dump it all there. You got a few here. I'm pretty sure I have more somewhere. Yo, I got a lot of them here. These are a bit big though, but I could definitely use them. And that's my borrow bit, guys. I can't believe that is actually a thing. You know, rocks just keep coming out of the ground. This is a very rocky area for some reason. So I could definitely get my rocks from here as well. And by some miracle, that tree still has some green on it. For those who know, they know. But guys, I'm gonna go on a quick rock hunt. Let's go collect all the rocks in the universe. and Spence, the great rock collector. And what is this? Joku taas saat. I don't know if that's even necessary. Just seems like a good idea. I don't know. Maybe it's good. Looks good at least. But anyway, I'm just gonna start putting rocks now. It's gonna take some time because I need to carefully position them with the hoe. So that's pretty much impossible. You know, there was this guy in Estonia. I guess his daily work was like breaking rocks. From DV, he was known as the rock breaker. That was some years ago. Not sure what the guy is doing now, but anyway, what I'm trying to tell you guys is that when the guy was on DV, he kind of explained it like this. So if he looked at the rock for a minute or two, he could determine where the weak spots are and where to strike with that thing. And he just kind of randomly started hitting that thing. This thing did break up, but not perfectly. Now, ideally, it would be really great if I could break every single piece and just hand stack this wall. Then I would get the best result. And doing it with the hoe plus the big pieces, it's just gonna look wishy-washy. There we go. I guess you just kinda gotta hammer it or something like that. Fingers about to fall off. Maybe I should call that rock breaker guy. Yeah, this is not ideal. Guess we're doing a wishy-washy wall. Well, it's definitely growing. I think I made it a bit too thick on this spot. Just kind of wasting rocks. Currently, I'm not really sure how high I'm gonna make it. Maybe I'm just gonna keep it at that level. We'll see. Technically, I would like to make it as high as possible, but you know, I don't think this wall is very stable the higher you go. I'd rather not go too high. Guys, something's amiss. Doesn't look quite right. Finally, man. I was getting sick of rocks. Now we can weld. I love when that happens. So I built this thing basically the day I got the machine. Having a thumb on an excavator is very good. Well, considering it was like 4 or 5 years ago now, and the stuff I've done with the hoe. Honestly, I'm even surprised it lasted that long. Because, dude, I did not even weld this side. Plus there's no weld there. Looks like started to break off from that area as well. But you know, I think this did a pretty good job compared to the abuse I've given it. But you know, we can always try better. New piece of steel and just take these ears off, add them there. You know what, guys? I think I'm gonna go with a smaller plate. Notice how this plate kind of extends nicely from side to side, but the boom wall is actually here, not here. So I think I would benefit if I went with a bit less wider plate. I don't know anything about blades. This does look a lot better though. It's comparison there. Sadly though, I don't know any shop which would resharpen my carbide blade. That's the downside of living in East Europe. It usually takes us like 15 years to catch up to the real world. I remember when I was watching one of Andrew's videos, he used this handheld circular saw when cutting steel blades, and I was like, must have one. Looks like the most awesome tool ever. But I couldn't find any in Estonian marketplaces. And if I did, they were like 2 times more expensive than ordering from the real world. For example, this Milwaukee dual, $780. But in the States, the same tool, $360. But I just gotta remember a few things. Certain things not to cut with this thing. Stainless steel is a big no-no. Also, hard steel is a very big no-no. And don't cut flat material like that, only vertical if possible. And don't go very much at the angle with tubing. I think that's what ruined my blade last time. This is not Hardax though. I'm about 80% sure of that. This is Hardax. 100% sure of that. $50 amps, man. Rookie numbers, gotta pump them up. Kuradi elektrood siin on. Just a safety feature, guys. It's telling me I need to weld on the other side now. I'm almost confident it's not gonna go anywhere. And that one went a bit that way. That's why I did a full weld on that side. I was hoping that the weld would pull it back, but didn't happen. But you know, it doesn't really matter. These holes they have worked out of existence by now, so just gotta weld this blade to the machine now and we're all set. This is activity. Quite a poop job there. But man, I think this will hold. Definitely better than the last poopy job I did. For example, I did not have any weld there at all. It only held from the sides. I'm guessing that's why it eventually broke, because all it really needed was the one side break off, and then it just kept going. Well, to be brutally honest, this thing broke when I was building the village swing. I was just waiting for the opportune moment to present you guys the problem and also a solution. So, haha. I'm guessing like this side, this area, it needs to hold the most, because most of the force will go into that area, and then the sides are the next step. That there is pointless. It will not do anything. If that breaks, that will not hold anything, no matter how much poop you add there. But personally, I think this will hold at least until it will not hold. Now it will definitely hold. My bad. Oh, look at the bright side. At least your view was better than mine. Yo, the paint seems to hold. Very good. But anyway, guys, I'm just gonna quickly wrap up the boulder wall. This is just so extremely boring to edit, and extremely boring, man. Stacking rocks. Who wants to see that crap? So I'm quickly gonna finish this wall, can figure that wall out somehow. And I was thinking maybe extend this one out just a little bit. Now, if I have enough rocks. Currently I'm not really sure about that. So I'm just gonna do a quick time lapse, get through this part, and then we'll figure out the next step. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Yeah, I wonder what my back is doing. Tried to ask the guy, but can't get a signal. There's no reply. Now, I am aware that you're watching, and I am fully aware that I screwed up your garden. But as you can see, I'm trying to fix the thing up. So don't worry, dude. I got your back, although mine appears to be missing. Sorry. You know what, guys? It's just occurred to me. And spans the gardener. I'm ready. It's off, man. I'm pretty sure I suck at that as well. Oh boy, something exciting happened. Well, look at the bright side. At least we can take a little bath from that crap. So the issue is that the first fuel filter gets clogged up very fast. This actually happened like 2 days ago. I'm guessing the fuel tank is not doing good. You cannot. Oh, okay, never mind. Man, such a strange color for a diesel fuel. In overall, the tank does not look the worst. That fuel color looks kind of weird. Let's drain the tank, try to assess the situation. Oh, there's a hose here for draining the fuel. Good job, Yanmar engineers. Yeah, I opened the valve up, but I'm not getting any fuel through it. Or something is coming now. I think the bottom of the tank is just so clogged up. Maybe put some pressure here. Might clear the clog. Face it, guys, this is much more exciting than setting rocks in place. Much more exciting. Don't you agree? The color is a bit off, but I don't see any heavy particles or rust or anything like that. Yet the fuel filter is completely clogged up. You can see it's just solid black there. It's not letting any fuel through. Oh, and the secondary filter is like half full. So yeah, I've never drained this ever since I bought the machine. I've never really. There is some rust in there, like, you know, but other than some pieces from the Titanic being in this fuel tank, it doesn't look half bad. Looks like check it out. There's like a line there. There's a line there. So I'm guessing that line happened because the machine sat for a really long time. What do you guys think about that? Holy donkey balls, man. Not great. How am I even supposed to remove that? Pretty sure this fuel tank is built into the excavator somehow. Yeah, it's welded to the frame. We could try like pressure washing. Just blow through the hose. Maybe we'll get gunk out. I'm gonna put a less destructive nozzle on it, just in case. Oh. Definitely don't want any water in the system. I'm gonna keep the filter on there for now. This thing is totally clogged up with something. That's odd. I haven't even used it before. It's already broken. I think more crap is coming out from that hole than from the bottom. Wow. That looks like chocolate. Chocolate milk, man. This is the return line. Forgot to block the thing off, just making sure there's no water in it. Definitely sucking something up. Wow. Think I bent the fuel level sensor. But in other news, the fuel tank looks pretty decent. Just need to adjust this hose a bit. You can even see the bottom this time, but at least the tank is, well, at least the tank is a lot cleaner now. I'm gonna try to bend that rod. The bracket is probably made out of cardboard. Bends like cheese. Yeah, it's pretty much in the center now. I think it should function. And by mistake I bought this super diesel. Some type of a special diesel. So I went to my usual gas station and the pump I usually use was broken or out of order. And I had to go to this bus terminal thing. And by mistake I chose this special diesel. Now this is considerably more expensive. So later when I went to pay for my check, safe to say I was in a bit of a shock. When you can do the math, I got 120 liters and almost $2 per liter. I mean, it looks like normal diesel, but it's supposed to be this special diesel that's developed for these brand new city buses. Its marking is RE diesel, but it's supposed to be very clean, energy efficient, stuff like that. Quickly check if the fuel level sensor still works. Yeah, that's good. Woof. I think this line is clogged up as well. That's good. The line is okay, but maybe the valve area has some dirt in it. Dude, make up your freaking mind. Yeah, I don't trust that valve down there. It seems to be leaking. Just gonna do a quick voodoo magic on this hose. Dude, I am so disappointed. We put that super expensive hyper fuel in the thing and we did not even get a single flame. Joseph gets the good stuff. Guys, it doesn't really matter what you pour down this hole. Dude, this thing will basically run on anything. Joseph is pretty much like a, it's liquid. I drink. Midnight Riders. Let's just spray something else for a break. So woke up today. Felt like my ass was about to fall off. Been dealing with rocks for 3 days straight now. Apparently that's not good for your ass bone. Luckily, Mr. Peck is still unresponsive. So we don't need to worry about that. Let's just try to get this scrap finished. Freaking sick of this scrap, man. But luckily it has ended. Hans Pants the gardener. Oh wait, I already said that. Let's ignore that bit. So the Kinkmobile is gonna go pick up Supermom. I wanna see her reaction. The garden that I messed up and rebuilt. Hopefully she will like it. But in the meantime, I'm gonna try to clean up as much as I'm able. I'm really glad I got some rocks left over. Always need those.
sa siin teinud oled? Ma ei peagi enam lillepeendreid tegema või? Nüüd on kõik riie ja kõik siin ai, jah? Riia küll nüüd mingid juured ei tule.
No küll tulevad.
Aitäh!
Seal juba midagi kasvab.
Aitäh! Sünnipäev küllegi, jah? Sa tegid selle nurga sedamoodi veel, jah?
Nurga viisin välja, jah. No riia on sul kuni siiani.
Minul oli pantud, jah?
Ja see alles, seda ma ära ei võtnud.
Aha, okei. See on selline peenal, seda ma ei pea üldse enam pooldama.
No võt. Ja selle nurga tegin ka ära.
Ja ütleme, siit saab niita, siit seda võib trimmeriga ka.
No see ja see peaksid kokku minema oma vahel.
Siin on veel kive. Veel kive.
Ja ma siin korjan neid kive nagu seganen. Igat poolt kui näen, siis võtan. Viskan jälle tunni. I got the reward, guys. Plus, she's gonna bake pancakes for me. For the rest of the year. This was absolutely worth it. Probably my favorite part is this area. Nice little garden area in the middle of the road. Dude, just imagine that if I had that tarmac crap also here, covered the entire area, then that would just look like cake. Chocolate cake. Man. Can't wait for that bit. This though, I'm not really sure. The ending is kind of weird. So yeah, I was thinking maybe I should go against the building with the wall, but that felt like too much effort, so I came this way. You know, from this perspective, it looks pretty good. Maybe if I'd even continue that, but it really has nowhere to go, man. I'm not really sure about this right now. By the way, these things are great for collecting rocks. It's a lot better than the one-time use scrap boxes. Yeah, this thing's kind of wasn't such a good idea. And yeah, I'm also out of the white boxes now. So that one and these three are the last ones I have. Guess I need to buy more of them. That's fixed. And yeah, these are pretty much good to collect anything. I mean, even rocks. It kind of warps a little bit here and there, but you know, I don't think this plastic will break. Should be pretty strong. Definitely better than a wooden box. Sadly, I cannot fill it up all the way. This is maximum. There's about 1.2 tons of rocks in the box right now. I'm guessing if I fill it up, there's like 1.7 tons. Too much for Mr. Cat over there. I also decided to separate different minerals. So in one box I'm gonna collect concrete. Well, basically man-made minerals. These things I can just throw into concrete projects, no problem. Normal rocks I can, well, also use in concrete or just build walls. I mean, I really like building walls. Oh, more rocks. Yay! Pretty sure these are somewhere there. I think I'm getting better at it also. I mean, this was my first ever attempt. It looks like poop. This was my second attempt. I mean, from this perspective, it looks kinda half okay, right? We'll look again. Something's amiss. See that little bulge there? That actually happened when I parked the Bobcat up there. And the entire wall kinda moved. Whoops. My bad. But you know, it's stayed like that for like 2 years now, so I guess it's not going anywhere. Also, I used way too many rocks here. From this angle you can see the rock wall is really not that thick. Well, actually it's basically like a triangle. Goes up and goes down really far. Basically this rock wall extends somewhere here. There is stupid amounts of rocks here. It's way too many. But man, my dirt wall looks pretty good. thing even has curves. I think it came out great. By the way, there was a special piece of rock here that I wanted to show you guys. So this piece, can you guess what it was? Some 100 years ago maybe. I can't say with a 1,000,000,000% certainty, but I think this was a sunstone. So basically this huge stone wheel. I mean, this is just a small section of it. You can kind of see how big this thing would be if it was complete. I only have 3 pieces of it. I have no idea where the remaining is. But man, this was a huge freaking stone wheel. And I guess there were some dials on it at some point. And it will tell you the time of day. As the sun passes over, the sun pretty much stays on one spot, but Earth rotates. So as Earth moves, the angle changes constantly, and you get this shadow on the stone. That was a huge manual clock, man. But anyway, before I wrap up this rock video, there is 2 more things that I want to do. I want to make the entrance rock area look a bit better. Looks like vomit right now. I'm just gonna throw some grass seed on it later. Maybe something will grow. Yoink. I'm not really 100% sure how I'm gonna finish this part though. I don't wanna leave it like this. Putting dirt on it is probably not a good idea. I'm thinking maybe sand. Because I added the sand there as well. It seems to work. However, the grass has started to grow on the sand now, which is not like a problem, I guess. I mean, just imagine grass on top of that wall. I think that will look okay eventually. Looks quite bulky from up here. I mean down here. Looks kind of weird now. Think it needs more rocks now. So guys, Supermom's little abandoned garden thing. She gave me permission to grab all the rocks from this place. I'm not really sure how much I'm gonna get from here. By the looks of it, probably not enough. But maybe it will help out. Can you guys stop bouncing off the trailer for 5 freaking minutes? Guess not. get enough power. I guess that's it. I think I'm just gonna grab this and leave. Dude, check out the dirt layer. Dude, who cares about the topsoil? Let's talk about the rock. Only a tiny bit of it was exposed. I was like, oh, nice little rock there. I'm gonna grab that. Yeah. Nah, not gonna work out. Iceberg moment here. I got another one there. I'd rather not even touch that. Anyway, I'm gonna haul this there and see how much I can do. If I still need more, then figure that bit out later. Now normally I wouldn't really care, but because Supermom constantly mows this area, I decided to also sort of smooth it out. Basically just trying to make sure that she can still mow the area. Also the two bigger rocks that I dug out, I'm gonna park them here for now. Maybe I will need them in the near future. At least I can grab them pretty easily with the bobcat, I think. Got to say, got a pretty decent reward for cleaning up the area. Bunch of more rocks. Always happy to have those. By the way, check this rock out, guys. It's like a perfect cornerstone. I can only assume it's from a building somewhere. Or maybe a tombstone. It's maybe like 30. Damn, this is too much. By the way, check it out. That wall is actually taller. Actually, I realized this about 3 years ago when I built it, but you know, I'm only pointing it out now because it's relevant. This appears to be... Wow, that's quite the gap there. What is that, like 25? Well, how about that? 25. Whoop-de-doo. Oh man, this is gonna take forever. Look at that, guys. The pallet decided to commit suicide, but the plastic part is surprisingly intact. Had over a ton of rocks in it, and the only thing that broke was the pallet. I helped with that, by the way, so I don't blame the wood on nails. It's mostly my fault. But that thing survived. That thing survived my torture. I think like this. That will be $1,000, please. Anyway, guys, I'm quickly gonna turn the camera around before that thing collapses. Looks kinda sketchy. Yeah, I've never built a freestanding rock wall this high before. I think there is a limit how much you can build these types of walls, and before it starts getting a bit sketchy. I think I passed that limit like 2 weeks ago and then kept going. Almost up to my tits. Dude, this is even higher. Wow. This is in direct contact with my nipples. So maybe we're good. Looks pretty dope. I kinda like it. Hopefully it will stay like this. And not collapse, okay? Don't do that. Guys, so I'm gonna wrap this video up now. Yeah, let's kind of wrap it up. Not really 100% sure what I want to do next. Backfill would be an option, but so maybe I can do something else. I got a new idea. Actually, I figured I could save a lot of time by not putting any backfill here. I already have the gravel out, so I can just put that shaving stuff on this stuff. Instead, you know, I could focus on that area. I've said this constantly. I want to get the mud out of this area as well. So I figured, why don't I start from this side and just clear everything out of the way? Everything except this thing, because I still have a ton of firewood there and I have nowhere to put it. But everything else can take a hike, man. The sawmill with its shed, gonna get bent, sewing chair there. These things and basically everything on this side as well. I think I'm gonna move everything there for temporary storage, and then I can start taking these trees down. It's like one by one, pull them down with Joseph over there. I think I can just hook up the tank rope up there somewhere and pull the entire tree down with its stump out of the ground. Then I don't need to hack the stumps out of the ground later. Just gonna get everything done in one pull. And then if everything is missing, I can just push the topsoil from this location there, you know, somewhere here, and then I can just nicely scoop the thing up with Bobcat and keep building my wall over there. Oh, I think I did not mention this to you guys. I'm actually planning to keep this wall here. I'm not gonna remove it. You know, the Super Sister came up with the idea, and I think it's a really good idea. Just build a wall here next to the smoky road, and maybe it will help to keep the dust away. The only thing I regret is that I made the thing stupidly wide. I was thinking I'm gonna remove it one day, but should have just went up as high as I can. But dude, I think I'm gonna get so much topsoil from that area that I can nicely fill this entire gap up. There's a small gap at the bottom as well, which requires some of that fill material. And if I still have an absolute ton of that stuff left, I was thinking maybe I could just drive onto the pile with the Bobcat. Just completely drive to the very end and start dumping loads. Then I could add like a second story with the Bobcat. Although I don't think this hill is very stable or wide enough to drive a Bobcat on. Probably gonna tip over somewhere. But if I want, I can also grab the Yanmar and build it up that way. But I'm just afraid that I'm gonna get so much freaking topsoil and I have nowhere to put it. My end goal would be to remove the topsoil from this entire area. So starting from here and all the way up to this tree. Actually even further, where the ballards end. Kind of wild guess. Think I'm gonna get at least 2 times what I have there. Maybe after I finish my wall, Trump will contact me. And then we can build walls together forever. That would be my dream. But guys, I'm gonna take a little pause for the gas with this entire project. I have 2 things that I need to do before I can even begin this project. I mean continue this project. It began a long time ago. The 2 things that I need to do is... well, I want to build some type of a crane attachment for the Bobcat or the Soviet tractor. Something where I could hook the tank rope up in order to lift it very high, at least halfway to the trees. You know, that tank rope weighs 200 something kilos. No way in hell I'm pulling it up a ladder. So I need some crane thing in order to make that work. And the second thing... oh yeah, Mr. Joseph there needs a bit of service. The engine oil viscosity has started to be an issue. I've noticed that the engine oil pressure is very low again. As you can see, it's severely overfilled. I did not overfill it. The overfillment happens because one or both the hydraulic pumps, the shaft seals on the pumps are leaking hydraulic fluid into the crankcase. Now both the pumps are connected directly to the engine. The one is here, that thing over there, and another one is somewhere under the frontal cover plate thing. So what I need to do is take both the pumps off and just replace the seals. Then put the pumps back. It's a pretty straightforward job. It's not as hard as it was on the Girovets. The pumps are pretty nicely accessible. So yeah, I need to do those 2 things. Then we can, then we can fire up Joseph and have a bunch of that funding. You can't wait for that. But as for this one, guys, I'm gonna go now. I have nothing left to add, so bye.